Yo people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, we're back in the car on the way to the gym. It is Sunday, so happy Sunday folks. Time is 5 to 4. Went to church this morning with the missus, mum, dad and Barry, which is a family friend. So yeah, nice morning, wholesome morning. Service was absolutely unbelievable as well. I had Pastor Glynn at Audacious Church in Manchester, which is the church I go to. Obviously, if anyone's Manchester based and you're a churchgoer, believer in God, then definitely try Audacious. If you've just gone to smaller regular community churches all your life, yeah, you probably would have never experienced anything like it. So I definitely recommend Audacious, man, if you haven't been. But anyway, yeah, solid morning, really good service. But then nipped into town, met with Courtney's mum and dad. He did a bit of shopping, grabbed something for a friend's birthday, and we had a little bit of a chilled couple of hours. Made some food. I was fasted this morning the entire time during church because I was doing a little bit of housework this morning. Got my check-in, a little bit of work on the laptop as well, and then by the time I sorted myself out, it was like half an hour before I needed to get ready and go to church. So I just got myself ready, took some EA, took my morning sups, and then waited until I got back to have my first meal. Had meals 1 and 2, and then here we are now. Whilst I had meals 1 and 2, I watched Sam Sulek's show day video, which just come out like 40 minutes ago. So obviously, if I'm guessing a lot of you, the majority of you obviously will know who Sam is. Definitely one of the biggest faces in the fitness industry at the moment, and he's just done his first bodybuilding show this weekend in Vegas, which has been a longer awaited one for him to get on stage, man. Because it's funny, like, the industry is weird. Like, it can be a very positive place and then also like a very negative place. There's a lot of old heads, a lot of old school bodybuilders who don't really take too well to this whole like influencer bodybuilding scene. Like, they're very stuck in their own ways, and it kind of taints and puts a little bit of a bad image on the industry, man. A lot of people hating and fucking causing nonsense rather than, you know, focusing on their own journeys and just, you know, being positive around other people doing good things. And, you know, people like Sam, like, I'm sure he's inspired fucking millions of kids to get into fitness. So to be hating on someone is a crazy thing. Like, to be an internet troll as a grown man is nuts to me. Like, it makes absolutely zero sense. So anyway, his first show this weekend, he looked nuts, man. Like, he looked very good. You see, if anyone's been watching his videos in the lead up to the show, like, his in gym lighting, he's looked absolutely crazy. Like, very shredded, conditioning's looked very good, still very full of the house. I'm pretty sure he's prepped himself for the show as well, which again, added bonus. Like, that takes a lot to do. So, you know, to put yourself into that kind of conditioning and get your peak week right, like, it's not easy to do. So props to him on that. He's coming and he looks great, man. Won the show, won the overall, and then I believe he's doing Arnold Ohio amateur show next week, which will obviously be a stack show and a huge step up in competition compared to what the show was like this weekend. Like, it was an easy show for him. Like, blew the rest of the guys out of the water. I think there was only 4 in his category, and the 3 other guys, although a couple of them had good conditioning, like just shape and symmetry for classic, like, they were nowhere near him. So obviously in terms of shape and stuff, like, he's got a very good structure. So yeah, cool to see, man. Obviously, whilst I'm on prop as well, it's nice seeing, you know, other guys competing, seeing how other people's preps are, seeing how other people deal with you know, experiences and stuff. Obviously seeing Sam, it's his first experience as well at a show. Like, if you was to go back and look at most, like, even high level pros at their first ever show, like, they will be nowhere near the standard that Sam's just brought to that show. So, like, you know, there's a lot of things that go into your first show. Like, you're very nervous, posing tends to be pretty bad, not that great. You've got all the jitters, all the stage nerves. If you've prepped yourself or it's your first time working with a new coach, there's a lot of things that go into it, man, and a lot of things that can go wrong. And, you know, all the mental things that come alongside it, you know, with the anxiety, the pressure, the nerves. Like, it's a big thing, man, getting that first show under your belt and getting that stage experience. There's nothing quite like walking out onto a stage in bright lights filled with a fucking, you know, a coliseum or a hall filled with hundreds of people, man. Like, it is definitely a weird but crazy experience, man, the first time you ever do compete. So any of you guys who are wanting to compete, do it, man. There's nothing quite like it. It's hard to sum up into words, really. Like, it's so strange because like I was so fixated like on my posing and everything that was going on when I was on stage. Like, I really wasn't actually that concentrated on the crowd, so you can just hear all the noise, but you see bright lights, you focus on the judges and you're posing, like people cheering your name and stuff. Like, it is a mad experience, obviously, especially if you've it's the closest thing to me being back how I felt playing sports when I was a kid. Like, I haven't really had an experience like that in years, so getting back on stage is definitely a cool one. And for anyone who's in the fitness industry who loves bodybuilding, it's definitely a one to tick off the list, man, if you've never done it before. But yeah, I'm feeling good today. Little bit of fuel on the fire after a positive Sunday morning, man. I think Sundays is always probably one of my favorite days of the week, just because that church like is a really good mental reset for me. Just a chance for me to get grounded again, focus my energy onto something, you know, that's a lot bigger than me and my small problems, and kind of puts me into perspective, you know. And I'm surrounded by a lot of people with, you know, similar ways of thinking, with positive attitudes, you know, people who want to see you do positive things, you know, and bring good things to, you know, yourself, your others, and life on earth. So yeah, man, Sunday is always a super positive one. Hopefully I can carry that fuel into today's lift. I've got push, so yeah, just tops off in a more than ideal Sunday with a push session being probably my favorite session of the week, along with pushing arms. So yeah, hopefully we can get a tasty little chest pump today. I did wake up this morning on the flatter side, and I was actually up like 0.3 of a kilo on the scale this morning, so a little bump up from yesterday and the day before, but not to worry, man. There's so many things that can affect you know, scale weight fluctuations and stuff. Like, if you're watching this and you're currently dieting, or currently just, you know, trying to monitor your progress, and you're in a little bit of a cut or a deficit at the moment, like, obviously pay attention to the scale weight, because you want to see linear progression over weeks and months, over a time period. Like, you want to be able to see that your weight's moving in a forward trajectory. However, like, your day-to-day scale weight, like, there will be manipulations and certain discrepancies in that, and it's not always going to be 100% accurate based on the progress that you're making. So, you know, I might have a high today and then I might be back on a low tomorrow. You know, it could be a bad night's sleep, some adjustments with my sodium, my water intake from the day before. I'm carrying a little bit more inflammation maybe from a leg session, like I trained legs last night. So there's so many things that can affect the scale weight. Not something to worry about too much on a day-to-day basis. So I'm pretty sure I'll wake up tomorrow morning with a decent number on the scale, and then I've got a check-in with coach tomorrow morning as well. My board shorts have also landed, which I've ordered. I may potentially give you guys a sneak peek, but I don't know if I can do that. I might just wait until my my show day, or at least like one day out, to reveal the shorts and what colour and stuff I'm wearing. So yeah, watching the classic guys was super cool before as well, though. Like, maybe you might see me in some trunks at some stage in my bodybuilding career, who knows. But for now, men's physique is the one, and men's physique is the goal. That is where the future lies for the minute in that division. So yeah, I've just pulled up to the petrol station. You wondered why it stopped. I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water, and then I might as well just catch up with you guys at the gym from here. So yeah, see you there. Exercise 1, incline cable fly. This is an unbelievable movement, but the cables always tend to be busy in here when it is busy, so not a movement I will set up every single time. Often I'll just end up opting for the pec deck just for the convenience, but get a crazy connection with the upper chest on this. one of the only ones where I can really isolate that upper chest and get like a crazy squeeze. It's difficult to do on some of the other presses, obviously when you're on other fly variations like the pec decks, they're all in that flat path, so always through mid pec rather than getting that squeeze through the upper chest. So nice to warm up on here. The one warm up and get into a working set in a minute. I'll probably do 2 working on here and then move into a heavier working press. Connection on this is crazy. I've done this a few times with cuffs as well. So instead of using the handles, you can strap cuffs on and have them around your wrist. If you sometimes struggle with your forearms being a little bit weak or taking over in flies, cuffs you get a really good connection with, but the handles work perfectly for me. Chest is fucking savagely pumped already on the upper chest, so happy with that. Move on and get into the first press of the day. Okay, let's go. Come on. Lightweight. Considering my upper chest was already pre-exhausted from movement 1, don't mind a set of 9 reps I think on that. Back off slightly and then go for a second working set again. Like I said at the start of my prep videos, as long as I'm matching reps week to week, I'm not seeing massive declines in strength, my performance is holding. That's a priority for me throughout this prep. I don't want my numbers to drop off significantly, so the more I'm holding, more than ideal. I'm not too asked about seeing progressive overload during this phase. Like, unrealistic for me to be seeing, you know, constant numbers progressions all the way through. But if I can get an additional rep here and there, push load slightly on a couple of things, then that's what the aim is. But yeah, back off slightly now and get to the second set. Mad how much more fatigued my upper chest is on that first movement, but my connection on both of them sets was fucking unbelievable, so happy there. Set a 9 on that, not too much.
The run over, obviously I watched the footage back, see how it looked, but form felt decent. No issues through the delts or the elbows, so happy. I'll move on to a... I'll do a lateral now. No, I'm going to do one more. Then another chest, one more press, and then move into a couple of shoulders.
When I used to ride with the dogs when they land me, stood strong, think about the battle to win, and I think, oh boy, I'm in a half face. As I'm fitting on my ones, and I realize all I fear is the curse. When my heart nearly stopped, was that my punishment? Forgive me for my sins. Please forgive me, I think, oh boy, I'm in a half face. 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 Please forgive me for my sins, I think, oh boy, I'm in a half face.
I'm going to keep the load a little lighter in here. Focus on squeeze, focus on tempo. Do a couple of sets of like 10 to 15. Move on to a pec deck. Actually, I'm going to move on to a lateral, then a pec deck. One more lateral, and then one try. And that should wrap me up nicely. Probably not going to talk too much through the back end of this session now. And try and blast through it as quick as I can. I've still got cardio to do. I need to go and pick Courtney up from mum and dad's. So yeah, I don't want to be getting in mad late. Get home, chill, and have a nice, relaxing Sunday evening, man. So yeah, let's get into the second set. If you've never done this lateral raise variation before, get this the hell into one of your days and get it programmed. Again, I don't do it always because if the cables are busy, I've got to bring a bench down, pain in the ass to set up, but when it's quiet like this, I can get it in. Connection is absolutely nuts. Super locked in, super stable, crazy connection all the way through. Tension, especially in the top on the eccentric, is nuts. So delts are absolutely on fire. Only need a couple of working sets in here. I'm going to back off slightly and go for like a 15 to 20 rep range set, and then yeah man, that'll be it for the side delts. But felt nice, felt good. Probably go up a little bit from that. I'll put up a pin or two and get into second working set. Again, don't really need to run over too much with this pec deck. Super locked in, crazy tension, big squeeze. Rep range I was like a little bit higher in here, so 10 to 15. Apologies, if you can't hear me, I'm fucking right next to the speaker, so less yapping and more work.
Falling out with friends that I've been friends with the longest. Nobody fucking with the skills. Or questioning my legacy. I guarantee I'm not come unconscious. But catch me on a late night. Listening to French Montana. Reading prices on driving. Coming through the line of work. Memory of the world. To be that proud. Yes, I know sponsorship. The world road packs up. It's like I see the whole world in black and white. I'm not a joke. Catch me in the dark night. On a rooftop. Overlooking all the street lights. So I was trying to be alive. I was looking kind of bright. I remember being on the road just high as a fuck a street fight. I was on that butterfly night, you know, brown shit. But I'm calling with this night. See me on my pedal bike, holding my pistol. Hat down low, looking like Bill Sykes, cause I'm a straight up villain.
Okay, I'm 2 sets in here already. I am gonna do 1 more set and then catch you guys in closing room. Okay boys, that's a wrap on the session. As always, let's take a little look at the rig. So when I started my session, I was struggling to get a pump, but I'm feeling a little bit fuller now. Pump has been slightly secured, so cannot complain. Good session overall, intensity was high, strength holding, so yeah, feeling good. And yeah, that vascularity is coming through crazy. Okay, let's take this off. By the way, my chest feels full as hell. yeah, man, that is gonna be a wrap on today's video, on today's session. Another raw car talk session gone down. Hope you're all having a blessed week so far. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Like and subscribe down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.